Now, when owners think about doing this very important type of planning, they often say, well, gee, I don't really have time to do this planning. So we're here to tell you that if you start early, well in advance of your exit, you can spread out the effort so it won't overwhelm your calendar. So the further in advance you start, the better as far as the impact on your calendar. But it will certainly be worth your time. Many owners are concerned about the fear of conflict, and that's a very common one that we hear from owners. There are many stakeholders involved again, and they're fearful that there may be conflict if they don't do this well. Complicated family dynamics. Whether you have family or not in the business, it can be complicated. But certainly, as we know, running a business is complicated enough, but when you have family in the business, it adds a whole layer of complexity. So there can be some complicated family dynamics here. And if you plan in advance, you can typically have a better outcome than you would otherwise. Owners are not sure what they will do in the future, and this is a common one as well. Owners who have not really thought about their exit are not sure what they're going to do beyond the company. So it will be important for you to plan well in advance as to what you're going to do if you're no longer the CEO of the company. Employees can't handle the business. So in many cases, the owners that we meet with and talk with, their employees are not yet ready to run the business. So that's a fear or a concern that some owners have about the transition. Again, if you plan in advance, you'll have time to change that and make sure that they're capable. You may run out of money. So owners worry that if they go through and sell their business either to insiders or to outsiders, external parties, they may run out of money and not be able to fund the rest of their life. So it will be critical that you do the math. And part of our training is teaching you how to do that math so that you won't run out of money, or that you'll know how long you have to stay in the business before you can exit. And certainly, last but not least, co-owners not in alignment. So we work with a lot of clients who have multiple owners in the company. I have been involved in at least 2 businesses where I had co-owners, so I know how challenging that can be. It's very rare that co-owners will be in alignment actually on the exit, certainly about the timeline of the exit. So it's very important that you plan in advance and involve every owner in this process so that you can get into alignment about how and when each owner will leave the business.